Hey, I'm Brian with Overland Solar in our tinkering shop. I just want to do a quick video on our MPPT display. You'll get a manual with it. Some people don't want to read through a manual, so let's do a quick video, show you kind of the functions of it, how to interpret what you're reading, and we'll get into some more detail. If you want to stop watching at that point, feel free, because it's already set to do the work. But if you want to have some more detail or customize it to a different battery, for a different battery manufacturer that needs a different voltage, we can go into that. Our MPPT controller, it's a rugged unit, just like your four-wheel camper is. So it's meant to do its work. It's already installed, and with this backlight display, you can make any adjustments you need. So this is set up with our Rago power supply. Obviously, we're inside. There's no sun power out here, so we have everything all set up, and we'll do a quick video a little bit closer in, and let's get to that. Okay, so here's our close-up of the display, and so we'll go through all the status functions. So when you get your four-wheel camper, this is how it's going to be set, and this is what you're going to see. The biggest part of the status functions is the up and down button. That's going to scroll you through the different functions, and once you set it on something, it's just going to stay on that. So if you just want to know voltage, you can keep it on voltage, which is generally what I keep mine on. But you hit any button once, and you're going to hit the backlight. So that'll be on for 2 minutes, and you can edit that, and we'll explain that later. So right now it's showing battery amps. So this is amps to battery. Right here it says battery. You know, it's talking about what's happening at the battery. So 4.1, 4 amps going into the battery right now. Okay, battery voltage. The voltage is at 14 volts. This is what I keep my camper on. I think this is the most important number that I kind of keep an eye on. I want to know that the voltage is correct. So you might just want to leave it in voltage and give you the peace of mind. Next. Now we have load functions. Load is not used in this situation, but there are load terminals in the controller if you're interested in adding things to a load. And again, load on amps. Okay, and this will be the first one. It's 55 watts. It's telling you how many watts are coming from the panel, and again, PV, so panel voltage. That tells you what it's reading. When we're down, that's your voltage coming from the panel. So panel voltage, 26.6 or so. Voltage coming from the panel down to the charge controller. This is your daily history. There's 0 because we just set this up and connected it to a battery. But as you go through a few days, it'll start giving you that history. This tells you, again, the PV's gone, now we're in battery. So it's telling you what's happening to the battery. This is the mode it's in right now. It's in bulk mode. The battery we just connected to is pretty undercharged. So bulk mode is the first of the 3 stages that it's going into to rapidly charge the battery. And then back down to battery and amps. So that's the basics of what you're actually going to look at. And then we'll go into how to make edits and changes and to program it if you want to go that far. Okay, so we're in the status mode. Now we're going to get into the programming mode. And so for some of us, that gets real exciting. For most of you, go enjoy your beer and your four-wheel camper and do what you went out to do. But if you do want to make changes, our control system is, you can tune this to all kinds of specs. If you get a new battery, say some lithium battery that wants a 14+ volt charge, you can do that easily here. So we're going to hold setup button for a couple seconds. All right, so we're in a lock setup. You can't do anything until you unlock it. So we're going to select that, and I actually have it off because we were doing this, but it'll be in the on mode. So click it off, hit select. There we go, we're off. Back to setup. All right, so now you're in. So there are 23 parameters here that you can go through, and we'll just kind of quickly go through a couple of them. Battery voltage. This is either a 12 or 24 volt system. You're in a 12 volt system, but if for some reason you wanted to go to a 24, you could set it yourself, but it also will know if you have a 24 volt system at factory settings, and it will automatically just change to the 24 volt system. The maximum charging current, which is 15 amps, you can change that. Let's go into, how about bulk? Bulk, we just talked about changing the bulk current. So we want to unlock that. Say I'm in the winter time, I want to get bulk for more than 6 hours. You can change that right here. Say you want 7 or 8 hours. You want that battery to be in the bulk state longer to get as much of the sun as possible before it goes into the absorption and starts trickling down to the float charge. So easily done right there. Absorption time limit, it's the same as the bulk. Absorption voltage, you can change that. Now it's important before you start doing any of this stuff to check your manufacturer for the battery manufacturer specifications, and don't deviate from that. You can damage a battery really quickly if you try to overdo it. So just know what you're trying to do. Say you're going to a Trojan T105 and you want to be at 13.5 volts float. You can do that since this one's set for 13.6. So again, you can fine tune a lot of these things. But that's the basics. You can go through 23. It's self-explanatory once you get on the screen there. I did want to show one other thing for backlight on the display. Let's go down. Again, I gotta take the lock off. Select, so I'm saved. I'm gonna go back. Now let's go down to 15. All right, so here's your backlight. So we're set at 5, so you can change that for your intensity. So if you can see, we're getting dimmer. If you like it nice and bright, you can do that here. So if it's too bright for you, just go into this section and let's make it 4. Saved at number 4. If for some reason you want to have the backlight always on, I think that's at 16. You can change it right here. Again, up and down, always on, hit saved. Hit back. So your backlight will always be on. But again, it's set for, I believe about 2 minutes, and then it's going to shut down. So again, the MPPT display can allow you to program all kinds of things. Keep it at the settings, watch your voltage, and enjoy your four-wheel camper. So we're really proud to work with Four Wheel Camper. It's been a long time in the making. We've been designing a system that would work on a great camper and get the most out of the sun. With this MPPT control, as tunable as it was, and how we've set this thing up with our SunPower cells, our Gen 3 cells getting the highest performance in the industry. That saves you time, it saves you weight, and it is just a phenomenal product. Now I'm a little biased, but we did do a lot of testing to make sure we got the right thing. So we're proud to be a part of Four Wheel Camper. If you have any questions, you can always send me personally an email, brian@overlandsolar.com, or anybody else in the office, info@overlandsolar.com. Give us a call if you have a question or anything like this. You don't feel like reading the manual, I don't mind answering the phone. Thanks again.